And hello everyone, it's December 29th, and I'm wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and any other winter festival and holiday that you've participated in or give your energy towards. And we're approaching the new year, just a couple days away, and I just felt it's a good time to do a reading. I have a decent amount going on, maybe not so tangible, but in other ways. I will let everyone know that I've participated in a winter resilience fire tending ceremony through the solstice and through the new moon. It was quite wonderful, and that whole energy lasted through Christmas. And now it's blossoming somewhat, and we have on January 3rd we have a full moon coming, and a lot of energy involved with that. But with the new year, a lot of people with the resolutions, that comes from someplace. So yeah, I have my intentions, and I'm trying to figure things out. And I do feel as though I'm aligning into somewhat of a specific direction. I do want to give a shout out to the Shaman's Cave, which is run by two ladies, Renee Brambu and Sandra Ingerman. You may recognize these names. Sandra Ingerman is a shaman who actually teaches others the shamanic teachings and how to be teachers themselves. She's really so down to earth. And then you have Renee Brambu, who actually is called the down to earth shaman, however you prefer. So this is something that was a calling for me, I believe, at a very young age. I'm just trying to cross my T's and dot my I's, and basically right now, there's a lot of talk out there about, the 5D, the 3D, the 4D. And maybe it would be a little bit easier if we just talk about raised consciousness, raised self-awareness, and our energies. For a long time now, since I had my little fallout and stitched back together, it's very hard for me to talk about shallow things. It's never been that easy, but even my mind, I can't let it go there. So I think today, and also the ups and downs and the ebbs and the flows, the pauses and the releases, I find myself very down at times, very quiet at times, and at other times I feel absolute joy, and then I feel just like crying. I can cry over something that touches me. I can cry over something that makes me happy. I can cry over something that is heart-wrenching. It's just so important to go with these feelings when they come along, and then move on. And every time we do this, we're building upon ourselves. We're building our spirit, and also every day, perhaps try something new, a new spiritual practice. A spiritual practice could be as simple as going outdoors in the morning and saying, good morning, Earth, and good morning, my birds. And good morning, it's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be a productive day. However you want to approach it. But we're creative beings, and basically that's the beautiful thing about shamanism, is it allows for individual creativity. There could be some laws, absolutely, don't do this and do this, But overall, in the bigger scheme of things, and energetic healing, which is what shamanism is, which is connected to the earth, it's about creativity. It's about growth. And that's what makes it so very different from so many other things. And it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing about shamanism, too, is it includes so many other practices, So, anyway, I would check out the Shaman's Cave. I find it very refreshing. I'm so happy to have found it. And with that, I believe we're going to do a reading. And what's the most important things for us to raise our consciousness at this time, to raise our energy, to shift from our old into our new, like shedding of a snake. And I've already shuffled my cards, and I'll say a prayer. Guiding spirits and spirit guides, guardian angels, and passed on loved ones, and all those of the highest spiritual planes, please be with us and please be with me. I allow you into my energy. Allow me to be able to focus and feel my intuition. Please allow me to have the answers that is needed for the whole and the collective and the individuals that this pertains to. And in the name of love, amen. Okay, let's get started. And I will pick 2 cards from each deck. What's very important for us to do to raise our vibration? What is it needed to raise our vibration? And I'm going to pick a clarifying card. What is needed to raise our vibration? What is needed to raise our vibration? And I'll pick a clarifying card in case it's needed. What is needed to raise our vibration? I used to look back at this, think it wasn't so important, and perhaps it wasn't at the time for me. Survival was more important. But now I do see this as so very important. What is needed to raise our vibration? What is needed to raise our vibration? The answers seem to be coming quick. Very quick. Okay. Okay, let's start this. Gardener. Cultivation. It's beautiful. Butterflies, change and transformation. And of course, you have the roots in the ground. That's where the seed was planted. The soil is what you tend to. And this is the fruit of your labors. Be a gardener in your life. Even if that means cultivating new eating habits, cultivating hydration, cultivating ceremonies. It could be big, it could be small, but no matter what, in the bigger scheme of things, it's always big. Whenever we're working on ourselves, whenever we're doing anything to align to our higher selves and to God, Great Spirit, it's a beautiful thing. We are the gardeners of our lives. And the Warrior card. Boundaries. I love pulling this card because she's got her bow out. She's ready. Somewhat pointing down. The Jaguar's like, that's right. They're both looking at the same thing. Almost like they're listening. They're listening for a directive. Or she's ready. She doesn't even know what her target is, but she's ready. That doesn't mean we should be hypervigilant or protective, but hold strong boundaries when you're gardening and tending. I'm a firm believer. Love is the way. Love is the most important thing in this world. But we have to use discernment. We have to use discernment when something too good comes along, when others want to tell us what other spiritual avenues to start taking, and or that we're not doing something quite right, or if we're cultivating and we come up with an idea and someone just has to tell us that we should be doing more, or why don't you try this, just create your boundaries, let it be said, let it flow, let it go away, and move onwards. And we have abundance. Abundance is here. The universe is so generous. I don't see this as abundance. I see this as gratitude. Start having gratitude. This is something I've been working on and I'm continuing to work on. Be grateful for all that is and be grateful for all that is on its way. It's a big chalice with two beautiful angel wings on the side. So imagine abundance. And abundance is not always about money. It's about peace. It's about being content. It's about joy. It's about being able to laugh. It's about having comfort. It's having beautiful, constructive thoughts. It really involves so much. So start practicing gratitude. Very, very important. This is really a beautiful reading. I'm so pleased about this reading. The Owl. Listen to your inner voice instead of other people's opinions. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it involves shamanism. It's your creativity. It's your little skip to your dance, to your walk. It's the way you drum your drum. It's how you do things. You continue doing that. You are the co-creator. You are the creator of your own life. Myself, I'm a very eclectic person. I can take from so many avenues in life. I feel myself getting very emotional right now. And I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way. And if anyone wants to come along and tell me otherwise, that's okay. I'll just let it go. I'm doing my thing. It's working. Okay? So the Owl. Seeing those things that are unseen, listening to your higher self, knowing that magic is all around us. Remember that, everyone. Magic is real. And we have Elk, the protector, the white stag. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. My apologies. Awaken to the powerful voice within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Blessings, magic, gardening, warrior, boundaries, protector. Remember at all times when you're doing this that you are protected. If fear comes knocking on your door, you blow it away. If it wants to stick around for a little bit, blow it away as soon as you get the chance. And fear is not our friend. Remember the protector spirit of the elk. And let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is truly amazing, everyone. And anyone who pulls cards or who is in this realm of work will know that this is the case. Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can open the inner wisdom. You can see through the deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. You know what? I don't even feel the need to do any. Let's just look. Independent, celebration, peacekeeper. It's already done. Celebrate your manifestation. And the cat. Such a beautiful reading. Everyone who's out there, even those who aren't spiritually inclined, you might happen upon my video, my card reading. Cultivate new things in your life. It doesn't have to be hooky pooky. It could be simple. As simple as you're hydrating yourself more, you're caring for yourself more. You think of someone you haven't thought of in a while. You make it a point, whenever that happens, to reach out to the person. Have boundaries while you're cultivating. Already know that abundance is yours, even if it may not feel like it. Have gratitude. And owl. There's magic in everything. If only we pause and we look. And while we're pausing, while we're looking, and while we're involved, remember you are protected. And if fear comes your way, blow it away. You tell it, you're not part of me. You're not part of my energy. And this, my friends, this is what Great Spirit, God wants us to know. And I truly appreciate this reading, and I hope it reaches the people it needs to reach. And God bless you all, and Happy New Year, everyone.